Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. To get started here, and today's starting pitcher, Clay Holmes. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with two strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Counts full, 3-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low. Acuna off of first with 2 away. Runner on the move. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for Atlanta. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Hurston Waldrop. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
The 1-2. Steps on first for the out.
Batting second.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Brett Beatty.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
That one laced to center and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. In the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Into the Big Apple seats and gone. Wow. That one felt good. His 9th home run of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Acuna moving back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the right-hander deals. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Right side. Tuckman brings it in. 1 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. In plenty of time to first. Ozuna is out.
Batting 7. Catcher
Here's Sean Murphy. 2 down, nobody on.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second. Two outs.
That's ball 2.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Safe at second.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And that one handled. Sends it across to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So they strand a pair. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's going to be Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
On the ground, out to short. Kim with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting seventh.
And now the Mets DH, Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Olsen steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting eighth, third baseman.
2 outs, bases empty. Ronnie Mauricio now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs, bases empty. That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Riley makes the grab, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball.
A little bit low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Soto really on his horse for it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one away. Here's Dylan Moore. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
That one fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for New York, Mike Tauchman. Ground ball right side. Moore. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. So now 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Riley makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. And here is Tyrone Taylor. Next offering is in the dirt. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one missed.
Well, that curveball right there stayed up in the zone. And if it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harris sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Olson.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Simeon toss over to first, and Olsen is set down. Here comes Austin Riley.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
High fly ball out into left center field. Taylor squeezes it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Marcus Simeon.
Swing and a ground ball. Kim throws across the diamond, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Juan Soto now. One down, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab for the second out. Now a chance for Mark Vientos. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
1 ball,
He's pitching
2
well,
strikes.
but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-2. Grounds one to short. Lindor fires over to first. One away here in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Jared Kelenic.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. Third out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 2 and the Braves nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brett Beatty getting ready to hit. Torrens at second with nobody out. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and
third
give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner stays put at third. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Stratton, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Bummer, the lefty, warming up as well. Stays alive. The 1-2. And that one is inside.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Not close with that one, and it's a full count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Harris pulls it down. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Mike Tauchman. That one lifted to left. Kelnick on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors and nobody left on. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves nothing. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now
for the Braves,
Ha-Sung Kim.
shortstop Ha-Sung Kim.
Slice to right. And base hit. And a good start to the inning. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Dylan Moore next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and Harvey Order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side, and that's a fair ball. Kim around third. The throw in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's Matt Olson down. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clay Holmes out of the game. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Pitching
They
fourth.
turn things over to the southpaw, number 82. This is his third time out this year.
Apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Acuna at first, 1 ball. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Coming home. Play at the plate. Got him.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Here is Austin Riley. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Olsen around third. And he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
Bang, bang play at the plate right there. Outfielder needed no help. An absolutely perfect throw to get him. Right on the money. Excellent tag by the catcher. And the inning ends on an awesome play.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Hunter Stratton.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
This one in the air. Kim puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to the left. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, bases empty. Marcus Semien digs in now. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And the Mets go down 1-2-3 as the lead. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Designated hitter Marcell Ozuna.
Here's a 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you've got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Mets holding on to a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. And there's 2 away. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Out towards left center. Soto makes the catch, inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 1.